Alright, today's lip is Finding Ferdinand and Khaki Reviews Beauty's Après Ski gloss in Haute Chocolate. I love it. It's glorious. Doesn't smell as good as Café Niçoise, but nothing else does. It's amazing. Hey y'all, welcome to a new video. Welcome back. Today we're going to review my purchases from the Sephora sale from last fall. The fall Sephora sale always falls right around my birthday. And my friends know me, they know that I love makeup, so they get me gift cards, and that's awesome. It makes me feel loved and seen. And sometimes, you know, time passes and you've bought something, but you just kind of realize that you're not thrilled with it. And I have that with a couple of these products. So I thought I would go through and do like a 6-month check-in on the stuff that I bought back in the fall with the Sephora sale coming up. If any of this stuff is in your cart, maybe I can help illuminate some of the pros and the cons of these purchases. The only minis that I purchased was a 5-piece Charlotte Tilbury pillow talk set. I had 2 of these items in my cart, full-sized, and I saw that they were included in this set along with some other products, and I felt like it was a better deal. So that set came with a mini Matte Beauty Blush Wand in Pillow Talk. This is beautiful. When I go through this, I will be buying a new one, but not this time around. The Pillow Talk eyeliner. What is this thing actually called? Pillow Talk eyeliner. This is really creamy and smooth. I have horribly dry, sensitive, watery eyes. And sometimes I have a hard time getting this to go over the areas where my eyes are most challenged. Where my eyes are the most challenged, it doesn't want to stick. That is the only beef I have with this. However, if I have washed my face really well, treated my eyes, done everything I need to do, this is a beautiful eyeliner, and it is probably one that I would purchase in a full size. The rest of the products in here, with the exception of the lipstick, like this lipstick is just like, it's so chintzy, and I can't even close the lid all the way because it's deformed. The whole thing is just completely warped, and if I put the lid all the way down, it just sticks. The lipstick is beautiful. I don't use it as a lipstick. I use it as a cream blush. I'll paint it on when I'm doing more of a blushy, peachy, cool toned moment. When I do want just a basic beige that's a little cool toned, this is where I start. I like it. I'll be happy when it's done. The Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes Mascara, I've tried this before. It's fine. I did buy, in this haul, I did purchase a full size of the push-up lashes in Pillow Talk. Actually, that may have been in the color Dream Pop. I don't think it was in the Pillow Talk color, which is this gorgeous rusty brown. Oh, it's so pretty. It's almost burgundy. And if you have green or hazel eyes, it just makes the color pop. It's so beautiful, easy to use, really gorgeous mascara. And then they included a Pillow Talk lip liner. I have one of these. These are great. They're smooth, they're even, they don't skip, buff out nicely, and this is the exact shade of my lip. So if I want to do an overlined lip, this is where I start. Overall, I'm really pleased with the items that came in this set. It was greatly reduced from just the $42 blush wand and the $20-something eyeliner. It was a good deal to get those products in my hand, give me a chance to play with them and see how I like them. So eventually I will buy a full size of just the blush wand, just the eyeliner. I will not worry about the lip liner, the mascara, or the lipstick. Moving right along. Where do we go next? Let's talk about some tools. I did purchase 2 brushes during the Sephora sale. Sephora products are 30% off, Sephora collection, and they do make really nice brushes. So if you are looking to expand your brush collection, do some research into Sephora brushes. I got the 88 because I wanted something that would work with my Phytosurgeon's bronzers. That is a very like almost hard waxy formula, and you need something that's kind of dome shaped and stiff to really get in there. But once I get it on the brush, I want something with a little bit of movement to help blend it out. And this brush is like the perfect shape and size to do that. I am imminently pleased with this brush. This was a great purchase. Awesome decision. The 50 is a little big for my face. It really is. If I want to do some gentle all over powdering, this is a good brush for that. If I want to really bronze up my forehead, this is a decent brush for that. But other than that, I don't have a lot of uses for it. I really should have thought about the size of the brush in comparison to the work that I do on my face and how those correlate, because I probably would have looked for something about half this size. But overall, the brushes are really nice. They're soft, they're easy to clean. They don't shed. I don't feel like I get little bits of lint and dust stuck to my face when I'm using them. I genuinely really like the quality. You know, the handles are plastic, but they're also not terribly expensive. So they're a good way to step into good brushes without any of the big expensive brush companies. Let's move on to fragrance and then we'll get into the makeup. I bought 2 fragrances in store. I was looking at a different one and I just didn't like the way it smelled on me. So I ended up with Apricot Privé. Yo, this is gorgeous. It's fruity, it's light. It's got a little bit of sweetness, but it's not overwhelming. It's not cloying, and just a little bit goes a long way. It lifts my mood. It just makes me feel so nice. And then this is the Armani Acqua di Giorgio. I don't know. It's too many vowels, but it's their nice, watery, fresh perfume. I have not used as much of it, but I think going into the summer, I will probably be reaching for something like this a lot more. It's a lovely fragrance. I'm happy I have it, but I just have other stuff that's been outshining it during the colder months. I also have Father Figure, which was the one that led me down the Phlur path to their other fragrances. This is beautiful. It's light. It's effervescent almost. It's unisex. I could see my boyfriend wearing this even. Okay. Let's talk about makeup because I did get some makeup. First thing I need to talk about are these Armani blushes. I think I called these the Givenchy blushes when I swatched them in my inventory series. So this is shade 11. It is, oh my goodness. It is an apricot nude beige. So it is a warmer beige and did not have something like this in my collection. This has completely changed the way that I look at my blush and the way that I layer tone on top of sheerness. This is perfect. Shade 50, however, not my jam. I thought that this was going to be a more refined version of NARS Orgasm with that like pink base with the peachy reflect. This just gathers in my fine lines, my texture, all of that. It just emphasizes it, and I don't find it all that flattering. I don't like it. I have other pink blushes that I will happily wear that don't have this kind of a texture. So unfortunately, this has been decluttered. I have put it up for sale online, so we'll see what happens. But this is a regret. This is one that I should not have purchased. I don't remember the last time I fell so hard for a loose setting powder. The Givenchy Prism Libre Matte something loose setting powder. This is in the shade 3 Voile Rosé. This powder is magic. I have some good powders in my collection. The Make Beauty powder is glorious. The Kosas is nice. This is just a cut above. I can't explain it. This is something that I am more than happy to own a mini of. I've been using this for about 6 months and I'm about halfway through it. So I should be ready to buy another one in the fall around the time the Sephora sale pops up. It's smoothing, it's blurring, it's gently setting. It's not drying or caking. I can use this under my eyes, which is saying something because my under eyes do not like powder. They like this. And I've talked about this a fair amount. This is the Givenchy Prism Libre Skincare and Concealer. It did take me a few tries to get the right shade, but once I got the right shade, it's hydrating, it's smoothing, it's beautiful coverage. I would say it's a medium coverage. It covers my melasma beautifully. It evens out my skin tone, tones down my redness, covers dark spots under my eyes. And I've used it as a foundation more times than I care to count. It's lovely. I have had some issues with using the concealer and the powder together. I've had things balling up around my mouth, but that may be my skincare. It may be the sunscreen that my doctor has prescribed for my melasma. It could be any number of things, but it's only happened a couple of times and they've just been within a very short period of time. So I wonder if my skin was just off those days because since then it's been fine. But I am not wearing this today. Today I went with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin, which I also picked up in this haul. This is in the shade 2. I was just watching Khaki talk about the new Lisa Eldridge skin tint, and she was comparing it to this, talking about what a sleeper hit this is. And I'm like, really? I see so many people talk about this, and this has become a staple in my collection. It has become one of my favorite foundations. It's hydrating, it's blurring, it builds up really nicely. Oh, it is a lovely foundation. You can wear it really thin and sheared out, or you can build it up, and I wouldn't try to go above medium, but depending on your needs, this is a good one. It's a really, really good one. All right, next are a couple highlighters. I picked up the Milk Bionic Glow in the shade Virtual. Again, another really beautiful highlighter. Smoothing, it doesn't pick up on texture and it doesn't pick up product that's underneath it. That is the big issue that I have really with liquid highlighters in general, is I find that no matter how lightly I tap, and I tend to use my fingers, they'll pick up product underneath it. This doesn't do that. I have been layering this under everything else on my face because I love that glow, but I don't want it to be like bling bling, see me from outer space. I just want to look nice and ethereal, lit from within. And this is absolutely beautiful. If I did no makeup, this would be what I wore on my cheeks, and probably it. It's got a little bit of a blushy tone to it. So depending on your skin tone, this might actually work as a blush. And then I got one of the Bare Minerals, what are these? Highlighting blushes in the shade Rose Glow. I already have Opal Glow. I love this. This has a peachy undertone, nice neutral shift. This is more pink with a cool tone shift and is really, the formula on these is beautiful. It's smooth and you can really get it as shiny as you want. I have not tried layering these wet. I haven't really tried to get a lot of bling because they're subtle highlighter. If you don't want a subtle highlighter, go for something else. Go for maybe the House Labs. I don't know what other highlighters are out there because I don't buy highlighters. That feels like not a lot, but we do have some lips to talk about. We have some lip stuff. I did get some other things from like Credo, but I'm not including those in this video because this is strictly Sephora related. This is a pre-sale information video. That's it. I have decided that going forward as an adult, I I'm gonna buy myself a new lipstick on my birthday. That's that's just the way we're going forward. This lipstick has taught me a major lesson, and that is to smell things before I buy them. So this is a Gucci lipstick. It's in their satin formula. This is in the shade Tasty Hazel. I loved the name. Look at that color. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. It's got a really strong floral scent, and it's not like a fresh floral, old like almost nursing home type floral. I don't love it. And the problem that I have is that the fragrance does not evaporate. The fragrance lingers. I have the Gucci bronzer and it has a similar fragrance, but it's much more muted. I think because this one is suspended in more of a cream formula, you're going to get more of it, whereas a powder is going to tamp it down a bit. I love the bullet. I love the experience of holding it and using it. The fragrance just turns me off every time. So going forward, I will not be buying any other Gucci lipstick. I will, however, continue to buy these. This is one of the NARS Afterglow Sensual Shine lipsticks. This is in the shade Devotion. Slightly rosier than Tasty Hazel, slightly warmer, and it's got barely a fragrance, but the fragrance is entirely, it's a lot more manageable. I can handle the fragrance in here. I cannot handle the strength of the fragrance in here. This formula is super thin. It's a glossy lipstick, but it does have tenacity. It does stick around. It sticks around better if you have a lip liner under it. You know, lipstick is always going to stick to a liner better. And I think the formula is just really nice. Yeah, it's a middle of the road shade range, but I think as far as high-end or prestige lipsticks go, this one is a really good middle of the road formula, and it doesn't have an overwhelming fragrance. That for me is everything. And last but not least, I did buy a YSL Candy Glaze because why not? This is in the shade some Showcasing Nude, and these smell like peach gummies. It's so yum. This is a formula that I would really describe as rich, plush, comforting, almost bouncy. You put it on and immediately you feel your lips just coated and hugged by this really nice treatment. The shades are very pigmented. If you're not looking for something pigmented, go with the clear. They do have a clear. I have Scenic Brown, and I find that one harder to wear because it is so pigmented. But Showcasing Nude is one that I can almost put on without looking and just know that it's gonna work with whatever I'm wearing. And it's just gonna be that thing that I can wear easily. It's one of my most easily used lip products. I do have a backup, so I'm not buying any more this Sephora sale. I'm not buying any more of these, but I do love them. They are a really beautiful product. And if you're looking for a luxury lip experience, this is definitely a good one to try. All right, friends. I hope that gave you some information. It gave you some insight into purchasing things on a whim versus like really researching and understanding and knowing what products are going to work for you. Like, had I known that the Gucci lipsticks had this strong of a fragrance, I would have just walked right around that Sephora gondola and looked at different lipsticks. But I learned my lesson, and that's really what finding out what your makeup style is all about. Is taking the lessons that you learn from products and moving forward with those lessons. I hope you're taking care of yourself so you can take care of each other, and I will talk to y'all in my next one. Bye, friends. Frère Jacques, frère Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous, sentez la patine. Ding dong dang. What time is it? It's 3:45. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put on some pants and go to Target.